Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one, and you might recognise it if you follow my blog. Now, just before Christmas, I took part in a blog hop and I was invited by an Aussie demo, Kylie, if I would set the theme for her team's blog hop. And I said, well, actually, is there a chance that my team could join it? So we had a huge blog hop and I set the theme, and it was going to be focused around the new spring-summer catalogue, and I was very mean. I said that they could use one of things, so they could use one paper pack, one ink, one stamp set, one die, or one punch, and it was, you didn't have to use all of them, but you could use no more than one of anything. So you couldn't have lots of dies used, you know, lots of die sets or lots of stamp sets or lots of ink colours. And this is what I came up with, and I know it was a challenge for lots of the team, and it was good fun. So I'm now going to show you how I made it, because I did simply use one. I used one paper, one stamp set and one ink, one punch in there, and then one embellishment, or one embellishment pack. So I'm going to show you how to make it. And it needs a piece of paper that is 6 by 12 inches, and this is from the lovely party pack. I love it. That is a huge set, 48 sheets of 12 by 12 inch paper. Massive, huge, love it. And it's just fabulous. So my piece of paper is 6 by 12 inches, so 15 by 30 centimetres. On the long side, and I'm going to have this one showing me, and I'm going to have the sort of streamery bit as the fold over bit at the top. So on the long side, we're going to score it at 4 inches, 5 3/4, 9 3/4, and 11.5 inches, which in metric is 10, 14.5, 24.5, 29. Turn it round and score it at 1 3/4 of an inch, which is 4.5 centimetres, and then turn the paper over like that, so you're scoring on the other side, and score it again at 5 inches, which is 12.5 centimetres, and then bring it back so we can do the burnishing and what have you. So this is the one that is going to fold over, so I'm going to fold that one first. And now these are all going to fold back. So this is going to be the inside of the box, and this is the outside. So I'll just fold all of your score lines, and I'll give you the finished dimensions. It's 4 inches wide by 1 3/4 of an inch deep by 3 1/4 inches tall, which in metric is 10 centimetres wide, 8 centimetres tall, and 4.5 centimetres deep. Okay, so this part here at the top is going to fold over like that. So that's the top. This wider part is the bottom. So there's a little thin rectangle. We're going to whip that away and then cut straight up the score lines. And I did say to all of the ladies and gents that were taking part that yes, they could use neutral cardstock or to go in with their project, that was not a problem. Hence why I'm using white in mine. And so this panel that's going to stick over, fold that down, and this is my loose edge, which is how I'm going to close the box up with. So bring it round and fold it. So that's now the back of the box. Fold in the sides, fold in the back. This part at the front is the front. So some adhesive along there. And then just pinch with your fingers, and because it's a double layer of cardstock, it will hold itself like that. Very cute. So just to finish off, my stamping is, I've got the You're So Lovely stamp set, and I really, really like this. I was fortunate enough to be able to get this on sort of kind of pre-order because I went to the Stampin Up convention, so I'm just cutting out a piece of Whisper White, the on-stage event. So I got this very early on and I've used it a lot. And so I've got Trust Me You're Lovely. Let me find a block. And I've got, oh no, you see I didn't need to cut that off because I've already cut my little piece here. 2 by 3 1/4, no, 2 by 3/4 of an inch, which is 5 by 1.9 centimetres. And let me see if I can do this without getting my head in the camera. I'm looking right down my nose. Let's see if I can do this. That was pretty straight. This one that goes behind it, 2 1/8 by 7/8 of an inch. And I'm, lost my snail, there it is. So that's 5.5 by 2.2 centimetres, because I wanted a tiny hint of a whisper of a border going around it. I've got the embellishment pack here, and this is gorgeous. This is the Love Blossoms pack, and there's all sorts of bits and bobs in here. There's paper clips, little wooden hearts, and they do all pop out. There's doilies back there, there's sequins, there's blushing bride ribbon. There's this one here, which is just so cute. I love it. So I want to have 2 lengths of that, which are going to stick behind. And I'm going to use my fast fuser because I want it to stick down big time. And it really does hold it in place without any issue. And that one as well. And then I'm going to be a little bit different here. I want to anchor that in place, and so I'm going to use double-sided tear tape, and that will just doubly reinforce holding them down. And if I grab my paper piercer to pick off the backing, oh, it's just peeled now. There we go. It will reinforce holding those little pearls in place, but it also means that I can stick this to my box. Okay, and then my flower that I have in the top is made with a punch, but it's a one from a punch pack, which you get a little tiny cupcake and a birthday candle and the balloon. And obviously I wanted the focus to be on spring-summer products. I could have made a flower. Oh, I've just fired that off the desk. Let's try that again. With a flower punch, but instead I wanted to be different. So I've got 4 of these tiny little balloons, and I'm just going to grab this because I'm going to put mini glue dots behind each of the end parts. So I'm going to put one there and lay this one over the top of it. That one over the centre there, and then the final one across the middle, and then much like I make other flowers, stick it on my sort of spongy thingy and push really hard in the centre, and it makes it curl up like that. So I'm going to take one of these pretty embellishments, and they are sticky epoxy buds with glitter inside, and pop that in the middle, glue dot on the back, on the back of that lot, and put my little flower up there, and that is my bag made using one punch, one paper, one punch, one ink, one stamp set, one embellishment set. What do you think? Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me, and I hope to speak to you soon.